Good evening. Wisdom is not a product of schooling, but of the lifelong attempt to acquire it, once said by Albert Einstein. Welcome to BMC News Live, presented by Al Hilal Hospitals and Medical Centers English News. Myself, Shana Sultana, joining you with the daily news updates. Today's news in detail. His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa triumphed in FEI Endurance World Championship. Representative of His Majesty the King for Humanitarian Works and Youth Affairs, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa won the FEI Endurance World Championship for young horses 120-kilometer race. Over 57 endurance riders representing 20 countries worldwide took part in the race, which was held at Sarray in Spain. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa followed up the race, during which His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa triumphed, outclassing rivals from Uruguay, the United Arab Emirates, Spain and other countries. His Highness Sheikh Nasser, Royal Endurance Team Captain, was congratulated by His Majesty King Hamad and His Royal Highness Prince Salman immediately after triumphing the race. Central Bank of Bahrain and Industry Ministry boosts women's presence in private sector boards of directors. In the implementation of the directives of His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, the Governor of the Central Bank of Bahrain CBB, Rashid Mohammed Al Maraj, issued provisions relating to enhancing the representation of women on the boards of directors of joint stock companies listed on the Bahrain Stock Exchange by introducing amendments to the rules related to corporate governance within the chapter of Supreme Controls of the 6th Directive Volume issued by the bank. The Minister of Industry and Commerce, Zayed bin Rashid Al Zayani, also issued a decision to amend the provisions of the Corporate Governance and Management Charter, stipulating taking into account the representation of women in the formation of the Board of Directors of the Public Joint Stock Company. The company shall also commit to disclose membership statistics on its Board of Directors within the company's annual corporate governance report and disaggregate this statistic by gender. Al Hilal Hospitals and Medical Centers Bahrain's COVID updates.
COVID updates brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital and Medical Centers.
Higher Education Council Secretary General met with UNESCO former Director General. Secretary General and Deputy Chairperson of the Higher Education Council, Dr. Sheikh Rana bin Isa bin Daij Al Khalifa, met with Board of Trustees Chairperson of the University of Peace UPEASE CE and former Director General of UNESCO, Irina Bokova. She praised the efforts of the former Director General of UNESCO, being the first woman to take up the sports, wishing her every success. The Higher Education Council Secretary General and the UPEACE Board of Trustees Chairperson exchanged congratulations on the latter's candidacy to preside UP's Board of Trustees in the next term, and Dr. Sheikh Rana being granted the honorary doctorate from UP's. Labour Minister opened 4th Fawlith Conference on Occupational Safety. Labour Minister Jamil bin Mohammed Al Humaidan, the chairperson of the Occupational Safety and Health Council, inaugurated yesterday the 4th Fawlith Conference on Health, Environment and Occupational Safety, which is organized by Fawlith Group under his patronage from October 2 to 4th. Themed Healthy and Safe Lifestyle, the event is being organized by Fawlith Group at its premises in Salman Industrial Area, City in Head, in the presence of its Executive Director Dilip George and the participation of workers from the government sector, social partners, experts and speakers from Bahrain and beyond. Now we shall go for a short commercial break.
The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahla. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination.
Back. On the occasion of World Heart Day 2022, KIMS Health Hospital Bahrain, associated with Cancer Care Group, organized a health talk and an interactive session on healthy heart by Dr. Julian Johnny, consultant cardiologist. Dr. Sana Al-Kasana, ICU consultant or chairperson, Accident and Emergency Department, Salmania Hospital, was the chief guest of the event. Certificate of participation was provided to all the attendees along with a complimentary voucher. Qatar announced football fans who stays in hotels or paid apartments cannot watch matches on TV at World Cup Day. Football fans who have paid out huge sums for hotel rooms, apartments and villas at the Qatar World Cup face arriving to find no live TV coverage of the tournament there. A number of hotels in Doha have decided not to screen games, having been told they will have to pay host broadcaster BEIN Sports around 100,000 Qatari riyals, which leads to 24,000 euros for every restaurant or bar which shows them. Umrah visa extended to 3 months for all pilgrims. The Umrah visa has been extended from 1 to 3 months for all the Umrah pilgrimage performers of all the nationalities. Minister of Hajj and Umrah, Dr. Tawfiq Al-Rabia, has said. He made the announcement during his 2-day official visit to Tashkent. Hurricane Lane on painful road to recovery. People kayaking down streets that were passable just a day or 2 days earlier. Hundreds of thousands without power cut, and National Guard helicopters flying rescue missions to residents still stranded on Florida's barrier islands. Days after Hurricane Lane carved a path of destruction from Florida to Carolinas, the dangers persisted and even worsened in some places. It was clear the road to recovery from this monster storm will be long and painful. 17 children among the dead in Indonesian soccer stampede. 17 children were among at least 125 people killed in a soccer stampede in Indonesia at the weekend, officials said, as pressure builds on the Southeast Asian nation to explain how one of the world's worst stadium disasters unfolded. Violence and hooliganism have long been features of Indonesian football, especially in places such as Jakarta, the capital, but Saturday's disaster in a small town in Java has thrown a spotlight on the program. The Nobel Prize in Medicine awarded for research on evolution. This year's Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine has been awarded to Swedish scientist Svante Pääbo for his discoveries on human evolution. Thomas Perlman, secretary of the Nobel Committee, announced the winner. Pääbo has spearheaded research comparing the genome of modern humans and our closest extant relatives, the Neanderthals and Devenants, showing that there was mixing between the species. India witnessed the induction of the first maiden India light combat helicopter Prachand. Indigenously built light combat helicopter LCH Prachand was inducted into the Indian Air Force at Jodhpur Air Base in the presence of Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, CDS General Anil Chauhan and IAF Air Chief Marshal V.R. Chowdhury has said. Rajnath Singh attended the induction ceremony of the first indigenously developed LCH in Rajasthan's Jodhpur today, and a Sartharam prayer was also performed. India's President Murmu launched Rs 1,330 crore projects in key sectors of Gujarat. Indian President Draupadi Murmu on Monday inaugurated as well as laid the foundation stones for projects worth 1,330 crores in Gujarat as she hailed the entrepreneurial spirit of its people. Praising the enterprise and innovation displayed by the people of the state, President Murmu visiting Gujarat for the first time after assuming the office of President in July, said they have made a special identity for the country in the world. With this, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates in BMC News Live English at 7:30 p.m. Thank you so much for watching. Signing off by Shana Sultana. Good night.